Hey everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Avernum 5. So we're still in Solberg's Tower, in the middle of Solberg's 4 towers, and there are still plenty for us to explore. Two things right off the bat. I did look up I did try to look up information on that mysterious journal upstairs in the Eastern Tower, and I could not find any information on it. So I guess it's just not important and really is a troll. Because I also looked up arcane lore requirements, and it turns out that the highest requirement that I could find was 18 for, I think, only a single spell tome somewhere, and then there's one or two that requires 17, and everything else is lower than that. So we're actually, well, I mean, right now we have 11, so we have 6 and 5 points respectively, but we could very easily get another 4 points, bringing us almost all the way where we need to be. There might also be a trainer somewhere that actually teaches us more that I might not have made full use of, in addition to the first 2 levels being basically free. In fact, they are so cheap that I'm just going to go ahead and learn 1 level of arcane lore for each of my warriors, which brings us to level 13. Which is enough for the vast majority of spell tomes, actually. Well, I mean, I suppose there might be a good number of the higher level ones that require 14, 15, 16, around that. But there are also items that have some arcane lore bonus. And, you know, if I manage to bring my level up to, I guess, 16, maybe even only as little as 14, which we almost have right now. Only 1 or 2 of those items would be required to be able to learn all of those spells. But yeah, I did make it all the way up to, how much was it? At least 16? No, wait. 11, 13, 17, 18? Is that right? Did I make it to 18 or 17? And that was not enough for the journal, and I didn't see it listed anywhere. I didn't see it in the annotated map for this place. Yeah, so I guess it's just a troll, basically. And doesn't seem to be important to anything in either case. Also, I completely walked past Goodwife Sekua's office when I went into this tower, so oh yeah, there she is. I guess I just didn't see anyone in here and never bothered to look into the room, which is, of course, kind of silly. Goodwife Sekua. This spacious office is full of paperwork, maps, rosters, a scroll describing every citizen of Tranquility. The Archmage Solberg's paradise is, if nothing else, organized. An aging Avernite woman is in charge of keeping the chaos at bay. She isn't happy to see you. I'm Goodwife Sekua. I'm the people's liaison. Unless you want to live here, I can't help you. No supplies, no bracelets. You don't give out bracelets? I can give out the crudest variety, and no more. Only Solberg can do better. You note that her bracelet is iron, set with onyx. Oh, okay, same as us. You're the people's liaison? I deal with the people, their complaints, their needs. I help the ones who are already here, and I evaluate the ones who want to live here. Okay, I mean, technically we know of someone who wants to live here, but, well, Solberg said no, so there's that. Do many want to live here? More than we can accept. Solberg is very strict. We can only take those that we can feed. The number increases as we build farms, but one day there will be a limit. And what do the people need? Tools, buildings. They get enough, but they always want more. Well, why are there so many people outside? They're from the southeast quadrant. They came here after the troubles started. If you try to leave that way, you'll learn more about them soon enough. Tell me more. I'm too busy, she snaps. The Archmage gave word that if anyone were to tell you what's happening, he would. Go talk to him. All right, fair enough. Is there nothing I can do for you? I spoke with Goodman Tati. He told me that a sentinel destroyed his home. Sekua is furious. I told him to deal with us directly. Instead, he's trying to upset people with... She shakes her head. There is no problem in the other quadrants. None. I will speak with him. Move on, outsider. Well, I mean, very obviously there are problems. I don't know what you're hoping to gain by just ignoring the facts. Not that I'm a stranger to denial, but, you know, it's just not helpful. Anyway, I mean, I guess while I'm here, I might as well finish my business in this tower, which includes hopefully finding that sentinel up here somewhere. Well, there is a gong. That's always a good sign. There's also a button, which is also usually a good sign. Also free herbs, why not? Right, I guess I have some things to sell already, but obviously not all that many quite yet. I mean, we should probably... Well, first, let's take a look. A gong has been placed here, ominously close to the stone platform. The platform is covered with large rocks. Leave the gong alone for now. I don't know. Oops. I don't know how difficult this is gonna be, but let's assume the worst. And you know, since we can just freely heal right outside, we might as well fully prepare for any eventualities. Come on, please. Need to have the right rhythm. There, and B, C. For the war blessing. Ring the gong. You ring the gong. This serves as the trigger for the test Tiakura told you about. The rocks on the platform roll together and form into a stone sentinel. Glowing symbols appear all over the creature's body. You hear Tiakura's voice. There, I can see you now. Try not to move so... Wait a moment. Alright, you're in view. Now you can test a creature's resilience. See what affects it when the runes look like they do. Damage it quickly. I can't maintain its form for long. Oh, and there may be a few shades drawn to the magic. Just ignore them. I doubt that they will hurt you. Do you now? Well, for now there is just a rune sentinel. A lot of health, but I'm guessing killing it is not actually the goal here. So, let's try to break its armor. Okay, it definitely seems to take pretty much normal physical damage. I guess I'm also going to drop its attack. Alright, we get to attack twice. Yeah, it's taking very nice damage, in fact. Okay, we get some... Or the first ephemeral wisp with 59 health. Let's see if it reacts to cold damage. No. So they're both completely immune to that. Let's try acid next. Okay, no damage. But the AoE effect... the damage over time effect did stick, for what it's worth. Now the thing is, we know that it's not susceptible to cold damage at all. I have no reason to assume that Repel Spirit would work, but, you know, I am supposed to do all kinds of tests on it. Oh hey, that was a one-shot though. Nice. Well, I guess we'll keep attacking. The damage is even better than in the first round. I was gonna say, is something supposed to happen here? You hear Chirikura's voice. Very good. I see that the effects of those I see what the effects of those runes are. Ah, well, I haven't tried fire actually, but well, you know, so long as you're satisfied. Please wait. The glyphs on the sentinel's form shimmer. All right, start hitting it again, and please hurry. Yeah. I don't think there really is a way to even be slow or anything. I mean, technically, it's still, or not just technically, it still has the dot, the acid dot going, so maybe we'll see if it's going to take damage from that. I'm going to try plus damage again. Still ineffective. Even the shade took more damage from it than Sentinel. Interesting. Let's try fire. Okay, fire works well. Well enough, at least. Still no reason to assume that Repelled Spirit is going to work against it. But I guess can't hurt to try. There you go. Attack physically? Okay. I see. So it seems to be only susceptible to fire, pretty much. Doesn't hit very hard. I did not see it take any damage from acid either, so there's that. Fireworks. Fireworks. Yay. I did try Icy Rain, didn't I? Yeah, I totally did. Okay. So, yeah. Not like I can really do a whole lot in this round. But maybe it's gonna be over after this. Well, after this turn. Or do you actually have to deal a certain amount of damage to it, which is kind of unfortunate because only one of us is actually really able to damage it. At least we're able to keep these shades in check very easily. That's nice. I guess it's not just a matter of a number of turns passing, but actually dealing a certain amount of damage to it. Which seems kind of silly, you know. Because that's not really the purpose of this test. But whatever. Oh, well, let's just finish it off like that. No problem. Oh wait, it did take 1 point of acid damage, 24 resisted. Yeah. Still, the fact remains that it's basically immune to everything but fire damage, as far as I can tell. Aha, very good. I see what the effects of those runes are. Please wait. The runes shimmer again, or the glyphs. Alright, start hitting it again. Please hurry. Oh, venturing a guess here and assume that... Oh no, it's not cold damage. Interesting. Well, it's acid. That still means that we can't really do much to it. Oh, it's good to know that those shades are actually worth experience. Somehow wasn't expecting that. But I guess they're not summoned or anything. They're scripted to spawn. Physical damage? Oh, okay. Once we're back to actually taking physical damage. I like that. Oh, if we could actually hit. Wait, what? 41 blocked. Huh? Did I not? Oh. It actually took 18 acid damage. Right. So it's actually not susceptible at all. And I'm going to try to break its armor again, but it's not going to do much. Also, if it's really only damageable with acid, that is even worse. At least we're dealing decent damage with it, but man, it's going to be slow progress. Hopefully this is going to be the last round. I mean, the average party is not going to have more than one person who can even deal acid damage. In fact, you're by no means guaranteed that anyone can deal acid damage, right? If you don't have a mage, basically. Oh, okay. In this case, it's weird. I mean, this definitely didn't feel like as many rounds as the previous one, as the second round. Also, we're not done, so hopefully we'll be able to do something to it. Maybe cold finally? Okay, there we go. At least now the priest can help. Also, yeah, this should go over pretty quickly, actually. Pretty quickly. And meanwhile, the rest of the party can actually deal with this thing. Right, like so. Physical damage? No effect. New shade, though. I like it. Might actually be able to almost break it this time. I'm guessing, though, that the test is probably going to end after this round or after the next round before it actually gets destroyed. Or does it? Maybe not? Oh. Well, 17 health. If it's actually possible to destroy it, I might get yelled at for doing so, because I wasn't supposed to do that. But then again, I mean, I wasn't explicitly told not to destroy it. What the heck, right? At last you have drained the power protecting the sentinel. The magical bonds holding the stones together weaken. The creature falls apart. You hear Dorikas' voice. Excellent! Oh, okay. So she's happy. My next design will be much more effective. And if you're lucky, I will help you test. Her voice becomes garbled and then fades out. Okay. Well, we heard enough. Also, I dropped something, apparently. A shield, perhaps? We'll find out momentarily. Nice. Good hit. Let's see here. No, it's a Sentinel Power Stone. Ah, of course. Okay. Purging Crystal. You have those? Yep. Okay. That was interesting, I guess. Do we... Oh, wait. Did I see this? No, I forget if I actually had spotted this before. I guess... I don't think I did. Or did I? You gain new insight. Oh, okay. I figured since it was hidden in a, behind a secret wall, secret door. It probably wasn't going to be harmful. And yeah, some extra experience. I'll take it. Who leveled up earlier, actually? Oh, you did. Yes. Oh, did you too? No. No, that's right. 9 points. Well, I think we're still increasing bows, right? It's now up to 7 points. So I guess next level up or next opportunity, we're gonna level up sharpshooter. In fact, I could improve arcane lore by an extra point and still have enough to level up sharpshooter next time. Yeah, let's just do it. Let's just do it. In fact, before I forget, I'm gonna get 1 extra level for her as well. There. Now it's out of the way. And I shouldn't really have to worry about arcane lore ever again. We'll see though. Okay, so that quest is completed. Let's quickly refill mana, just in case there's any more fighting in the area of the tower. Hello, Tiakura. The experiment has been completed, as you know, of course. Indeed, you did well. It was fascinating to see the results of Empire training, and as a reward I will now teach you a wider variety of spells, just between you and me. Don't tell the Empire. She winks. Okay. Well, let's take a look. It's still expensive, though. Is this a wider assortment? Also, I don't think it's actually any less expensive, is it? I think Terra was 1400 before. Or was it... Actually, was it more expensive than that? Was it 1700? Because I feel like lightning spray is less expensive than I remember. I don't know. Either way. Yeah, I feel like lightning spray is something that I want because... Yeah, I don't really have access to energy damage otherwise, except via items. So that would be useful to have. Even though its targeting system is a little bit weird, a little bit unreliable, because it just randomly targets 2 additional enemies, right? Somewhere near your first target. At least you can reliably hit a main target. Yeah, I think I want that. Terror could be useful. A single enemy, though. Prismatic Shield was, right. A possibly long-lasting, party-wide buff. Protection from magical damage and being frozen. Freezing. Like that Basilisk did. Summon Aid. Maybe this one's new? Because I don't remember this being here. Yeah, I think, in fact, Prismatic Shield was the highest level 1 that she offered. So that's all that got added? Maybe in addition to the prices being lower, but I'm not 100% sure on that. I don't know. I mean, to be fair, the Summon Shade spell has been somewhat more useful than I remember, you know, summoning spells ever being in any of the previous games, to the extent that I even tried them. So this might be good, but it's also obviously so expensive that I can't really afford spending that right now. I don't really see myself ever having that amount of money. So yeah, I don't know. Don't know about that one, but at least we have that option now. Do you have anything else? Any other experiments I can help with? Indeed, I do have one more little thing I could test, and I will reward you well for it. It is not a sentinel though, but a blessing. I have a new spell. It will bless you, making you extremely strong in combat. I will use it on you, and you will fight 3 sentinels. She describes a key to you. Oh, okay. I see. So we're gonna have to find who knows how many different keys from that huge key chest. When you're ready, fetch the key and go to the west tower. I see. You want to cast an experimental spell on me? Well, how do you think experimental spells become non-experimental spells? I'm about to give you one of the most powerful blessings imaginable. Don't look so unhappy about it. I think you would be pleased. Well, if it works, that is, but experimental magic, you know. Anyway, look for the key to the west tower that Tiakura described to you. After a few minutes of sorting, you find and take it. Alright, Electron Tower key. Well, I could head right there, but I wanted to check out the job board. Crystal Recovery. The Sentinels of Tranquility are each powered by a single charged crystal. Oh, is that what we found? Wait, what? I forget now. What was the thing called exactly? Because I have on my paper here. Oh, Sentinel Power Stone. I guess I'm gonna have to double check whether it's called a charged crystal. I mean, that could still be the same thing, I guess. Sentinel Power Stone. No. My list has to find 9 of those, which is a pretty specific number, and this quest doesn't state an explicit number, so maybe that's not the same thing. Anyway, each one a single charged crystal. These crystals are valuable and hard to make. Should you find a damaged sentinel, maybe including ones that I damaged myself, you will be paid for their recovery. Anyone who brings one of these crystals to Malachite, the maintainer, will be paid. Okay. Delivery Anama. There is a satchel hanging from a corner of the job board. You find that it contains a sheaf of blank papyrus sheets. A sheaf of sheets. Gotcha. A note attached to it says, "Please deliver to the Anama Keeper of Prayers. Payment will be made." I would hope so. That's, I think, the second thing that we're supposed to deliver to the Anama. Some place past here, past Tranquility. So we'll deal with that eventually. Borrowed tools. The Archmage Solberg loaned a set of calibrated calipers to the wizard Shafrir, which I feel is a name we've come across at some point. Said wizard then penetrated farther into the northern frontier without returning his tools. Oh, maybe the name was just mentioned because obviously we couldn't have met them. Without returning the tools, Solberg will pay a generous reward to whoever can track this rogue down and recover his precious equipment. Okay. We'll do that eventually. The Infestations. The patrol routes of the Sentinels have been a work in progress. Some invasive pests have found ways past our defenders. So much for them being basically perfect. And inhabited unused tunnels. Tiakura will pay a bounty to whoever can find these blind spots and destroy the beasts within. The first infestation is of goblins. There have been traces of them in the northern pillar barrier, due north of the tower. Northern pillar barrier. Okay. I'll keep an eye out. So, delivery, no. The quest. Crystal recovery. And what we found was a Sentinel Power Stone. Yeah, no, that's the one. Yeah, okay, that's exactly the one that I have on my list, which I'm supposed to find 9 of. So probably a different thing. But we'll see. I mean, they are crystals, so I guess it could go either way. I guess we'll be talking to this Malachite person soon enough, so we'll know. Okay, nothing here. I did want to check around the outside of the tower, because, I mean, I can't imagine there not being a teleport pylon somewhere quite nearby. Got more of these weird stone pillars, monoliths. Hi there. Blocking off the area, kind of inconveniently. Grey mold, nice. Yeah, but I don't want to venture too far out away from the tower. I just want to basically fill in the map. Okay, nothing here. Yeah, more of these. I guess they... I suppose if these barriers actually separate the quadrants from each other, that would make it harder for one of the erratic constructs from the southeast to have made their way into the southwest unnoticed. You know, to destroy what's-his-face's house. I suppose that does make his story a little bit harder to believe, but I mean, I don't see why anyone would have a reason to not believe him, really. Okay, nothing here. Ah, okay. Just kind of random, and I suppose Solberg doesn't really have an interest of in. Oh, hi there, rogue lizards. Doesn't really have an interest in you know, connecting his place to this network of pylons, so he has no reason to put it in any kind of prominent location. There's that. You're friendly? Right, nervous. Wait, did I? Yeah, okay, I thought I did see one of those messages, but I guess we had only really count the first of them. That being said, okay, first of all, they're actually guarding something. Also, they're worth experience. They're pretty healthy, actually. Might be a little bit on the tougher side. Oh yeah, also last time I said that it wasn't really a big deal to manually attack these beasts that we calmed. But of course, with groups of them, it's kind of inconvenient still because we can only attack and make hostile one at a time, and we can't use. Therefore, we can't use Icy Rain mostly, or Daze, for example, any kind of area spell in the first round. We have to wait for them all to turn hostile or attack them each once. So that is an extra inconvenience, on top of having to manually attack them in the first place. Anyway, what do we want to do? I guess just maybe some of this. A and C. And stares at you mutely. Well, it's gonna stare at me in a different way pretty soon, like right now. Maybe in this case it's not such a bad thing that we'll only be fighting them one at a time. Or I guess, I don't know if these are going to turn hostile next turn. Suppose that depends. It's attacking Swafnir, but we should be able to deal good damage here. 20, oh, well, especially if we get a double hit like that. Okay. Oh, interesting how only this one turned hostile. No, this one's also hostile, just didn't attack. Never mind then. Let's do that. And just do a well-aimed blow, I guess. Another double hit. I like it. Okay. They really don't like Swafnir. We should be able to finish this one off though before it can do any more harm. Okay. They really don't like him. Not sure what's up with that, but fire is not really going to work, is it? There's no reason to conserve mana here. Should I? I don't know if I can finish it off, so I think I'm going to play it safe. Heal him. You can do a well-aimed blow again, maybe double hit again? Nope, not this time. Attack. Oh, okay. Now it changed its mind. And there's no reason to conserve mana here, because we can literally just walk around the corner and get a free refill. Okay. Right, we want this to be there, and we can check out this nest. Mind Crystal. So there are more of those. Okay. Fair enough, I guess. Speed Elixir, or Rasluka, for what it's worth. Oh, wait. Should I return? Yeah, I guess. I suppose. So we'll report to Sienna, and we will head to Shanker in her tower, I think. To hand over those crystals. Sergeant Sienna. Oh, okay. 2 things to report. Right. I guess. I killed a brigand who was once a warrior for the Empire, called himself Listek the Beast. Oh, maybe this is where we're finally going to learn more about him? Sienna says, I will consult the records and see if I can find any signs of who this person was. Many claim to be one of our number. Many lie. I'll look into it. Considering how distracted she sounds, you suspect that she will forget to look into it at the first opportunity. So she's basically me, huh? Except drinking a bit more, perhaps. Okay, looks like the beast was dealing with Dorikas. He provided a safe harbor in return for supplies. So Dorikas did have dealings in the northern frontier, using alliances to expand the influence of the dark side loyalists, while distracting the Avernites and slowing their advance. One less loyal than me might think that Dorikas is doing the jobs that our Empress should have been doing. Oh, wow. Careful there. Of course, that makes him no less a villain. I will pass this news on to the General as soon as I can. He must learn as soon as possible of all of Dorikas' actions in the frontier. Right. I've also found a land called Tranquility. It's full of golems created by a wizard named Solberg. Describe them. Solberg and his golems, I guess. She laughs. Solberg, well, there's a name from history. An old, washed-up man, embittered by all of the years spent stuck in miserable, out-of-the-way places. I know just how he feels. We've heard of him and his golems. He was a mighty foe of the Empire once. Now he's just old and crazy. Just try to get through his lands quickly. Well, I mean, he might be old and crazy, but he also does have an army of golems that are mostly under his control. So maybe don't underestimate him. Don't write him off as unimportant so quickly. Well, not our problem, really. Zornak requested my help with the problem he had with the golems. I mean, is that really worth reporting? Then help him, or don't. Do what it takes to pass through there and resume the hunt. Whether he keeps his precious statues from falling apart for another week or another year, it's not important. Well, again, I wouldn't be so sure, but I mean, at least as far as I know, he doesn't have any plans to use them to attack anyone. Yet. We have a more important target to hunt. Right. By the way, how does the hunt for Dorikas go? She gives you a nervous grin. Her eyes are bloodshot. The stress of this posting is really wearing her down. It is happening quickly now. The other outposts have recovered from the attacks and have spies out in force. Our diplomatic efforts to get help for you are going. None of them have found wily old Dorikas, of course. They're looking in the wrong place. Yeah, I mean, we know that. But he can't hide forever. Any luck getting permission to send more infiltrators into the frontier? Yeah, right. The wheels are turning on that. Check back later. We may get help for you any day now. Right. Not gonna hold my breath. Why are you so sure they're looking in the wrong place? I don't know. Maybe because he's unlikely to be in multiple places at once, and we have found several very strong proofs, basically, that he is in the northern frontier, and we're the only people there. So, stupid question, really. Or because General Redmark says so. I mean, he says so because of the evidence that we've found, right? So, whatever. Whatever he may think of, or whatever I may think of him for putting me here, he's smart. Okay. Right, yeah. Well, we fulfilled our duty for now, so let's head over to Shanker's Tower. And deliver those crystals. Was here, right? Rejuvenation pool, but I think... Yeah, she's right here. Anything I can do for you for pay? Wait. We already have the job. I'm glad you asked. There's a machine. Yes, I have the crystals. Now what? Simply place them in the openings at the base of the machine. Very simple. There should be some power discharge, but nothing to worry about. Nothing for you to worry about, perhaps. Because we're the ones getting zapped. Ah, yes, it was up here. Okay. Oh. Barriers. Did I try to dispel them? I definitely did read this. Yeah, didn't learn anything new. This one here is where her unfortunate servant creature was? I forget what exactly it was. Was it an ogre, actually? Yeah, I think so. Like a mind-controlled ogre. I did save the game, so... I mean, I probably did try this at some point. Oh, or maybe not. It fades away. But we're not allowed to take these. Okay. What about this? Too strong. Or we are too weak. Okay, well in that case, it's not worth using our crystal for that. Oh. Well, while I'm here testing things... Oh, that does work. I never did take a look past here. Interesting. And we can take these. Suspicious. Disruption one, yeah, I don't really need another one of those. Hi there. Festanti Spirit. Why did I never check past here? This is intriguing, to say the least. Oops. No secret buttons? Nope. What is this? You browse through the book, but you can't understand any of it. In fact, just looking at the shifting words on the pages gives you a splitting headache. Magical defenses. Oh, we're probably going to be allowed in here as a reward, possibly for doing this. Is this supposed to be a crystal soul? No way. I mean, it's called a spirit. Might as well talk to it. At first you think that the thing on the pedestal is just a large crystal. Large, blue, warped in strange curved shapes. Based on the faint glow coming from within, probably mildly enchanted. Then you get close to it, and you hear a voice. It is loud and deep, and you hear it within your head. Your skull feels like it's vibrating with the force of the words. Who comes to see Festante? Festante? I guess. Who? There's a moment of silence, while the voice seems to adjust itself. Who comes to Festante? Who ends the confusion? Confusion. Who are you? I was remembering Festante, a wizard. Then I died. A wizard? Where? Above, in the sun. You died? I died. I was given a chance. Live on. Shankar gave... I came down here, and was frozen. Festante's voice in your head is getting louder, more erratic. You start to wince. It's not stable. There's something else I want to know? The voice suddenly gets extremely loud. No, no, no! The emptiness, cold, must end, must stop it! My powers from life remain! As the screaming in your head gets louder and louder, the room grows very hot. Oh crap. It has a lot of health, if nothing else. I mean... Maybe this is the next quest that we would have been sent on? Yikes. We might not actually survive this. In fact, I mean, this first hit here... it's not making me particularly hopeful in that regard. Is there a book in this room? Maybe I can't see it because I haven't looked inside. I wonder if I've actually seen one, and that might be the reward for dealing with these. And she might then give me a third quest. I believe, yeah. The first quest I think was dealing with her servant. And then maybe she's going to give us another quest to deal with this thing. And then this is going to be our reward. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, since I've already triggered the fight, obviously it's too late to back away now. We might as well try to make the best of it. I would like to heal, but I have to unshackle where's Luca's mind, of course. Okay, she's also hasted. Oh, because she was hasted by the spirit. Is that right? I think did I break its armor? I must have. Yeah. Pretty sure I did. Well, I don't know if there's really much of a point, but I'm gonna try to break it. Oh, yeah. Okay, never mind. So much for that. Yeah. Fine. We're not doing that. Well, there was... What was inside the chest? A potion and something else? Well, we're probably going to be sent into this place officially at some point, and there is a book indeed. Okay, I thought so. So yeah, I'm just not going to worry about it for the time being, and assume that we're going to be sent in here, possibly with equipped with some sort of protection against its attacks. It's also obviously super annoying that melee attacks, I guess not ranged attacks, not ranged physical attacks, but melee attacks trigger the mind control effect. So that's basically just a complete no-go. But yeah, I don't know. Even if you spread everyone apart, have everyone as well protected as you can with all the protection spells that we have available. Of course, I haven't really had a chance to try and really deal damage to it. I guess if it is susceptible to damage, to magical damage, then it might be possible to deal with it, even without any further special preparations, but it's going to be tough. But, well, for now, let's not worry about it. There's a machine here, a strange contraption of polished steel, crystals, and magic. It seems to be broken at the moment. You can soon see why. There are a dozen settings for crystals near the base. 4 of them are empty. You have 4 crystals made to fit in these holes. However, if you try to put them in, who knows what might happen. Magical discharge. Maybe it's not just going to be damage, or maybe it's not going to be damage at all. But actually something spawning? Whatever. Insert the crystals. What could possibly go wrong? Bracing yourselves for unpleasantness, you place the first crystal in the gap. The machine instantly springs to life. There is a blast of heat throwing you back. The crystals start to hum and flash brightly. A cloud of mist appears around the machine. Your hair starts to stand on end. Then some of the free-floating magic in the room takes solid form. 4 amorphous shades appear, either drawn to the power here or formed by it. They stand motionless and inert, absorbing the energy. They wouldn't be hard to avoid. The machinery starts to slowly cool off. It's still too hot to insert the next crystal, but it won't be that way for long. You look for a safe place to wait away from the shades, only to see that the gate has slammed shut. Because of course it would. Okay. Static shades. Static shade? Wait. Oh, corrupting shade, static shade, and radiant shade. Is a set of these or something similar? Oh, and a draining shade as well. That sounds awful. Oh, I guess this one spawned this kind of random place because its correct spot was occupied? No. Actually, it should have spawned here, right? To be symmetrical with the rest of them? I don't know. Either way, I wonder if a new set of them, if a full new set of shades is going to spawn with every crystal. That would suck. Also, these have a ton of health. Wow. Okay. This might be a problem. Let's see here. Static. Sounds like it might stun. Draining sounds bad. Corrupting sounds bad. Radiant sounds like maybe just damage, which would be bad enough. Well, here goes nothing. Okay, this one definitely does not take physical damage. So that's another factor as well. Let's try this one. No physical damage taken. They also skip their turns. Is that right? Okay, so I guess there are some shenanigans going on here. Including that Rasluka was too far away to be affected by the buff. That's always fun. Okay, so we can't actually do anything. Wait, the shade moved. So it definitely did do something. Maybe it is just a matter of finding out which ones we can hurt. Nope. No damage at all. I'm guessing the same is true for this one. Oh, well. 1 damage, 41 blocked. So basically immune to physical. Haste. And haste nonetheless. War Blessing, just in case we're going to be able to attack something at some point. Might as well keep trying. Hey, 2 damage. Awesome. There we go. They start attacking, and they're dealing a ton of damage. Wow. Okay, I mean, they're shades, so... yeah, not expecting this to do anything. How about fire? Oh, okay. So you can damage them with the right attack. It's just that they're all completely immune to physical. Which is really bad for us. Especially since, on top of all that, they also deal a ton of damage. Yeah, can't do anything there. One of the shades blips to another location. Okay, I hadn't actually noticed this. Huh. So I guess they never move, they just randomly teleport? And they also don't seem to attack most of the time? It's really weird. Well, we can attack you. Fire. Let's try acid. Okay. That works. I'm guessing Repel Spirit is gonna work? Yes. Of course I don't know if I'm actually supposed to destroy them. I guess I could whittle them down slowly but surely if they don't decide to attack in full force eventually. Huh. Well, we already tried ice, and that didn't work. So, Repel Spirit it is. It teleported. Didn't do anything otherwise. Still too hot. It really sucks that, you know, both of my warriors can't do anything. Okay. I guess, you know what? The trick is that they only have, like, aura attacks around wherever they happen to be standing. So the trick is to just walk away from them, and they're not going to be able to hurt you. I just understood it. Drain a spell. Oh, okay, that's that effect. That's a draining. shade. So we absolutely want to deal with the draining shade. And the corrupting is bad because damage. The draining shade is really bad because it reduces our mana. Okay. I guess we have you walk away. Throw a fireball. Of course, I don't know how far away we need to be, or should be. I mean, basically I have to start over because, you know, we've already burned through, or, well, the shades have already burned through most of our mana. Yeah, this one blipped into another location, and that's the draining one. You just stand away from it. Wait, it also... Is this the one? Oh. Yeah, of course. We hadn't... My first instinct was to deal with the draining one first, but then for some reason I started attacking this one instead. Right. Yeah, you know, I mean, this is doomed. This attempt was doomed. So let's just not even waste any more time on that. That being said, this, yeah, I don't know what the idea is here. It still seems like they have way too much health for the game to realistically expect me to destroy all 4 of them. Maybe once you insert more crystals, something is gonna change significantly, but and maybe it's mostly just a matter of avoiding their attacks for a certain number of rounds, which might be doable. But the fact that they can be damaged, though, makes me wonder. I mean, I guess there's no harm in trying the just avoid and be completely passive approach. So we insert the crystals, okay. They start out perfectly in the middle of the room, which of course means that we're probably not safe anywhere. We just stand there, I don't know. Okay, this one teleported there. Oh, right. That means that this corner is now freed up. We're definitely safe down here. They also... Okay, so they didn't do anything for 1 turn. Or for 2 turns, rather. I'm gonna give us all extra action points so we can run away better. This one teleported here. We might be safe here? I don't know. Maybe we line up by the wall. Ah, okay. No, they all do something. Okay, right. So when that turn comes, it seems like every 4 turns. Oh god, this is going to be a pain to try and keep track of, and I'm absolutely going to keep messing this up because that's just this kind of thing. I just can't keep track of that kind of thing. Well, anyway, we should be safe for a few more rounds, and if nothing else, we at least weren't poisoned, so that's that. Mass healing. Okay. Right, the static shade teleported over here. They didn't do anything. We wait, this one teleported closer to us, so we move out of the way a little bit. Yeah, I don't know, this is not really working. And that was also not 4 turns, so I don't know. Maybe we're supposed to attack them. I mean, I guess there's no harm in doing it when we can. Their attacks also, or their, you know, damage auras also reach pretty far. Okay. This time only this one attack, so yeah, I don't know, I give up. Thought I discovered some sort of system, but I guess not. I'm going to... I mean, I would like him to deal damage to this thing. But of course, well, I mean, I don't know. I said I wanted to try only being passive and only avoiding, but if we could destroy one of them, of course, that would make things a lot easier. And then, the fight would become increasingly easy with each shade destroyed, but they just have so much health, and only half of our party can even harm them. And then half of that half party needs to also try to keep us alive, so it's all quite unfortunate. We also have to cure you, I guess. Okay. Well, I suppose we're not dealing damage with you this round, so we cure you. And we do some mass healing. And you don't do anything. You actually break its armor because that might help with spell damage. Okay. We're too close to this thing. There goes basically all of our mana. I don't know, does it help? Doesn't seem like I'm dealing more spell damage at all. Well, yeah, we're going to be safe in the northern corner, or I guess northwestern corner, right now, but only until one of them decides to randomly teleport near us, right at top of us, and that's going to be problematic. Right, also you're completely out of mana. This sucks. Have I mentioned that this place sucks, no matter what? Don't do it. Okay. Didn't do it. Fireball. Okay. P-E? What? P-E? Oh, I rebound that? Crap. Yeah, well. Guess I have to do this. Okay. This one teleported closer to us. We might be safe in the most remote corner. I mean, I guess technically the warriors can safely stand near the draining shade, no problem. We only need to make sure our mages are well away from it. So you don't need to move at all. Don't do it. You did it. Okay, it's also damage actually, so never mind. I forgot about that detail. Right. Yeah, this is, I don't know. I don't know about this one. This is, this seems rough. And one of them is half dead. More than half dead. But if nothing else, it's going to cost us a huge amount of energy potions. What? That reaches so far. There's no way to stay away from them. To stay safe. Ah, that sucks. Okay. Retreat as far away as possible. I mean, at this point, I don't really want to continue. I mean, realistically, I really can't do anything. Because we just won't be able to kill it. Or let alone the other three of them. Has this cooled down enough? The machine has cooled down enough for you to duck in near it. You insert another crystal. There is another enormous wave of heat. You jump back before it harms you. Do I now? Interesting. I don't think it did anything to the shades, though. Also, was there actually... I probably just missed it. Probably was some kind of message about the crystal or the machine having cooled down enough? Maybe? Or do you actually have to just guess and keep checking occasionally, which would suck quite a bit. Oh, come on. Scroll all the way down. Actually, maybe it scrolls down automatically all the way as soon as the next message is displayed, but I'm not sure. Anyway, well, now I'm guessing that you really are supposed to just survive and keep inserting crystals, and as soon as they're all inserted, maybe the encounter is just going to end. But you can attack the shades and possibly destroy one or two of them during while you're trying to insert the crystals, just to make things a little bit easier. Seriously, if they only affected like, I don't know, a 3 or 4 tile radius around them, that would be kind of a fun puzzle fight. But since it basically reaches half the room around them, right? I mean, there's almost no way to ever be safe from all of them. Or there's no guarantee that at any given time there will be any safe space. There could very easily not be any safe spaces. And that sucks. There might still be something I'm fundamentally missing about this, and I could have could have buffed us with the long-lasting defense buffs, and I will do that on the next attempt, which I will need. I will need, yes. Because I can't see myself winning this one. But yeah, anyway. It's gonna help, but it's not gonna help that much, I think. Armor broken, more damage. Alright, we're also okay. You're what, the Radiant Shade? Have we not been affected by this one before? Because now we are taking super heavy damage, so we're basically toast. Like, literally. Literally toasted. Yep, there we go. We almost destroyed one of them. Oh, has cooled down enough? Interesting. So maybe another slot becomes basically available every couple of rounds. And since I waited long enough before I inserted the first one, I was able to insert the second one right away. I guess in that case, still too hot. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I have inserted 3 or 4 at this point. So maybe it's not as unrealistic as I thought, but it still sucks. It's just how it is. I guess I'm gonna try to survive a little bit longer to see. Nope, still too hot. Still too hot. Okay. Well, they've all been inserted now. Don't kill me now. Not now. At last the machine is complete. The power fades. The shades flit off through the walls. The gate opens. Your repair job is complete. Oh no. I hate this. I hate that I was able to do it in the end. I was also really close to actually destroying one of them. I wonder if there's any kind of reward for doing so. I mean, they're probably not going to drop any items, although they might. But probably not. They might be worth experience, because they're not summoned. I mean, that's not necessarily... that doesn't necessarily mean that they're worth experience. I mean, they're clearly not required to be destroyed, and you're probably not even expected to destroy them. But just try to avoid them as best you can. The thing is, I used up so many resources. I mean, not that many. Like 2 healing elixirs, a few potions, an energy potion. I think I only used 1 energy potion, is that right? You know what? I really don't like that I won the way I did. I also really wish I had at least destroyed that one shade that I got so close to death, just to see what happened. what would have happened, you know. But I also really don't feel like doing this fight again. Right? Oh, I'm in combat. Sure. I really don't feel like doing it again, so I think I'm actually gonna just roll with it. Wait, can we get healed here? Yes, okay. Let's see, let's just double check. What? Double check, 5 and 5. I definitely had him drink a potion. Did I have her drink a potion as well? I'm not entirely sure. I suppose ultimately I didn't really use that many resources. You know, at least it's done. But that seems like an extremely dangerous, extremely difficult encounter for this point in the game. Certainly way harder than I would have expected. Or, well, than I did expect. Maybe I did do something wrong. And maybe those protection spells would have helped a lot more than I give them credit for, but yeah. Anyway, I guess it's done. I repaired that machine you have upstairs. Could have warned me. I certainly was not in any way prepared for the hell that broke loose there. You tell her what happened. She is sympathetic. Very unfortunate. But you appear to have survived. I mean, did you see the shape that we were in? Rasluka was almost dead and dragging 3 corpses with her. I mean, I wouldn't call it having survived. I mean, technically, yes, but oh well. She goes upstairs and comes down soon after with a beautiful silk cloak. It's clearly from the surface. She hands it to you. One more reward for you. I will also make sure that another of my books is readable. And if you're willing, I have one more task for you. Oh yeah, I have a feeling that, like, I know what that involves. I could use some more work. For pay, of course. She looks sad. Then I must confess something. Not all of my experiments have been wise. I tried to duplicate the magical work of the Vanatai. It has not so far been a success. Aha, so that is basically the attempt at creating a human crystal soul. Makes sense? I mean, I don't know if it really makes sense to do that kind of experiment, but you know what I mean. The Vanatai, those alien creatures of the lowest caves, are able to freeze the spirits of their dead in crystal form. These crystal souls, as they are called, are greatly valued by them as teachers and advisors. I have a friend named Festante. Had a friend named Festante. He was dying. I tried to do with his spirit what the Vanatai do. It has not worked. I want you to help me heal him. Heal, huh? Oh, that reminds me. She hands you a crystal. Use that to pass the next barrier upstairs. Ah, thanks. At least the game hands you another dispel. A piercing crystal is the name. You try to make his soul into something else? I transformed it into a beautiful crystal formation, much like what the Vanatai do. But he's not calm, not sane, not himself. Thus, I need your help. And what can I do? You may be traveling a long way. Yes, down to lower and lower caverns. You might even meet some Vanatai. If you do, talk to them. See if you can find out how I can help Vestante. Oh, okay. So I'm not supposed to just break in and talk to him. Although I guess it is an option. But he might just not be intended to be defeatable. He's crazed, unstable, dangerous. I need to reach him and calm him so that he can, I don't know, stabilize himself. Well, okay. I'm glad that she doesn't just send me in to destroy him right away. Well, firstly because I doubt I can do it at this point, or, it's definitely going to be tough. But also because I always like when there is an alternate solution like that. I mean, at least she hints at there being a solution, although I wonder how the Vanatai are actually going to react to the idea of humans attempting to create a crystal soul of their own. I feel like they're not going to be particularly happy or willing to cooperate, if we even encounter any friendly Vanatai. But we will see. Right. Can you teach me magic, actually? Yes, I can teach you techniques as well. Ah, arcane lore. That is pretty expensive. Right, you two are too highly trained already. Also, that being said, we don't really need a whole lot more, and definitely not for this price. Spellcraft, though, is also fully trained. Magery, magical efficiency. I mean, those are nice. But, yeah, I think since we have just gained access to higher level spells that are pretty pricey and that I might want to, I might consider paying for in the future. I'm gonna hold on to my money for now. Spells, speaking of which, she also offers terror, and that's much cheaper. What the hell was I thinking? Why has she always been offering these? Why did I not buy these much sooner? Well, now I feel silly, but at the very least I only bought one level of lightning spray. Huh. Guess I'm gonna buy the second level as well. You know, might as well. At least learn terror for 1,000. And improve lightning spray? It's probably not gonna get cheaper than this. Huh. Am I completely crazy? Hasn't it always been the case that you can only learn and then improve it once? Or is it once per trainer? I'm confused now. Or did I not learn it? No, I certainly did. Okay, I don't know. Well, either way, we have lightning spray now, so that's nice. How expensive is that in terms of actually casting it? Also, I don't know why I always hit the P button trying to, as if that were the default spell menu, but I know that it's only for pre-spells. But still, my muscle memory, or when I'm not thinking about it, it's just clicking on her and then hitting P, as if that would bring up the magic menu. Anyway, whatever. Let's see here. Lightning spray 15 compared to 8 for Icy Rain. Yeah. Terror only costs 7, but it is a single target. It's also only the first rank right now, so probably not gonna be particularly good at affecting dangerous creatures, but it's better than nothing. And yeah, lightning spray, expensive, but obviously I've come across situations where, well, I guess the only alternative was, or typically the alternative, one of the alternatives between Bolt of Fire and Icy Rain did work on any given target. But of course, some things are somewhat resistant to both, and in those cases, lightning spray might work. Anyway, it should be pretty powerful, but of course at a certain cost. Anyway, also, one final thing before I end this episode, which has already turned longer than I expected. Symbiotic cloak. It sounds more like a Vanity thing than something from the surface. Protection 5%. Minus strength and dexterity, plus 2 to intelligence. I guess technically, with her current encumbrance, she could afford losing a point of strength. Actually, both of them could. Cold resistance, fire resistance. 2 points of intelligence are not insignificant. Yeah, that brings her down to exactly 40. I always hate these minus to attributes. It never feels great. Of course, the strength and dexterity don't really do much for her. For him, the loss in dexterity would make his occasional bow attacks less likely to hit, so it's more of a downside for him than for her, I think. And 11 intelligence is nice, as she has, that gives her a lot of mana. Of course, in a situation where I use him as a spellcaster, as an attacker, by spamming Smite, he tends to burn through his mana much faster than she does. But I guess, if nothing else, she now has that expensive lightning spray, which I guess, having this amount of mana, allows her to use a lot more freely, so there's that. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna go with this cloak for her. I'm gonna hold onto this one as a backup, though, just in case I need to, equip something heavier, and well, obviously I'm not gonna buy another point of strength for her, so we'll see. Maybe I'll find a different cloak at some point that feels similarly worth it, minus these attribute reductions. Yeah, anyway. I guess it's a decent reward nonetheless, even though I'm not super happy with with those stat decreases, but you know, it's fine. The mad crystal. What's the journal say about it? Surely nothing we don't already know. Mad crystal. A series of useful rewards if you would just help her with her experiments. She asked you to calm down her friend Vestante, who currently takes the form of a large intelligent crystal, as you do. She has no idea how this might be done. If you meet any Valentine in the northern frontier, however, they might be able to help. Okay, good. So the quest confirms that that is what we're first supposed to try. Keep our eyes open for any Valentine that might not attack us and be willing to listen. And then see if they can help us. But yeah, I don't know, I'm kind of doubtful. I feel like it's probably gonna end with us having to destroy Vestante. But I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. I have been wrong before, that's for sure. Also, yeah, the episode is super long. I don't know how that happened. Last time I checked, it was shorter than now. Weird. How those things go sometimes. Still, I'm gonna take the time to return to Solberg's Tower for no real reason. And next time we're gonna continue checking out this place. And we still have not been to the ground floors or the upper floor. Well, the ground floors of the eastern and western tower, or the upper floor of the western one. So still plenty of things to explore. And then, of course, the entirety of Tranquility. So yeah, no shortage of things to do, as usual. Also, as usual, I thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and I shall see you real soon. Bye-bye.